Alright, question number 3. The asymptotes of hyperbola are inclined at 770 degrees to each other. A point P on the curve is at a distance 25 mm and 15 mm from the two asymptotes. Draw two parts of the hyperbola passing through the point. Alright, so we know that the asymptotes are at 70 degrees to each other, right? First of all, we're going to draw the x-axis and the y-axis, and we know that we want 70 degrees, right? So let's suppose that these two are 70 degrees. What is 70 plus 70? It's 140. What's 360 minus 140? 360, 140, 220. So the sum of these two angles is going to be 220. And since they are equal, it's going to be 110 degrees, 110 degrees. Now we also know that the y-axis is going to perpendicularly bisect it. So this is going to be 55 degrees. And because in total, this is 90 degrees, it's going to be 35 degrees. So use a protractor or a compass or whatever you want, but make this 35 degrees, this 35 degrees, this 55, this 55, this 35, this 35, this 55, this 55. Okay. Once you've done that, these two lines are going to have an angle of 70 degrees between them. Now, these are the asymptotes. Now what we want is, we're going to take a point P which is 15 millimeters from one asymptote and 25 millimeters from the opposite asymptote. So use a drafter or a T-scale and draw a line parallel to this asymptote. And remember, if you're taking a point 15 millimeters from this asymptote, on the opposite side, use the same asymptote and draw a parallel line 15 millimeters from that. And now we take 25 millimeters and 25 millimeters. So this is going to be 15 millimeters, 15 millimeters, 25 millimeters, and 25 millimeters. Next, what you're going to do is take any point over here. It doesn't really matter, and divide it into a few parts. Remember, the points you take don't really matter. So like, even if it's random, like even if you just take 1 point over here and 1 point over here, it doesn't really matter. So do that with this as well. And draw a line which crosses this point and is parallel to the asymptote. Right. Now the next step is going to be very easy. So what you do is, this is the point of intersection of the asymptotes, right? This is the main point you need to keep in mind. Now let's do it for the 25 millimeter part. Just draw a line across the first point, right? The second point and the third point. And now, Let's just do this for all the points first. Boom, boom, boom. Once you've drawn these points, what you're going to do is, for the 25mm part, make the drafter exactly parallel to the other asymptote, right? And now, let's take the first point. This point over here is point 1. And this line, which crosses through point 1, let's call it line 1, right? Now, using a drafter, make it like parallel to the asymptote. Bring it over here and draw this point. So the first point we just draw till the first line. For the second point, we make a line that is parallel to the other asymptote till the second line, right? Point 2, line 2. And for this, point 3, line 3. Similarly for this, now the drafter is going to be parallel to the other asymptote. So we draw a line for the first point to line 1. This is the line 1. For point 2 to line 2. And what you're going to notice is this is the point P, right? So from here, you're going to join this and you're going to join this. You're going to join this, join this and this. So this is basically the hyperbola. You're going to do the same thing for over here. This is point P, and you're going to make it you're going to draw lines that are parallel to the other asymptote till the respective lines. So this is through point 1, so we draw it till point to line 1, point 2 to line 2, point 3 to line 3. Similarly for this, point 1 to line 1, point 2 to line 2. Next, we're going to join it. Now you can see this makes the hyperbola. Now I'll erase it so you can look at it better. This is a hyperbola. Not that hard. Now, using a draft and all the proper tools and all that shit, this is what this is going to look like.